This week on Rush Outdoors, we are whitetail hunting in Wyoming. We'll explore some interesting tidbits with Rush topics, and then it's member footage with Rush Uncut.
Awesome New York buck. Oh.
That happened fast.
Look at this blood trail.
Got a really nice buck. Crazy. He's down. That's what I'm talking about. Yes!
Rush Outdoors is brought to you by Runnings, your home farm and outdoor store. Closed captioning is brought to you by the Wayne County, New York Department of Tourism. For more information, go to waynecountytourism.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to Rush Outdoors. I'm Realtree Pro Staffer Tim Anders. Today I'm in Lockport, New York, home of Runnings, your home farm and outdoor store. It's food plot season. We're headed to John Lawrence's soon to get some work done. All right, grabbing some seed for John's next week. One thing, domain in stock here at your local running store. It's food plot season. John put his domain plot in yesterday. The Maverick right there, you want to be able to sneak in without being detected. That's where incognito comes in play. Grows like 7 feet tall, slide into your stand of your blind without being seen. We're getting started here. Why don't you join me in Wyoming with my CVA chasing big whitetail. What can I say? I'm in Hewlett, Wyoming. My 6-year hunting with Josh and Ralph Taylor at the Y Cross Ranch never disappoints. This place is loaded with deer. Unfortunately, it's also loaded with coyote and mountain lion. This one coyote was showing up every morning, and I had enough. Josh and Renell have a big flock of sheep, and are not real big on coyotes.
This morning and pushed all the deer out of here. It's been tough as it is. I don't need any more pressure. Weather's unseasonably warm. It's been like this in the west and even back home in New York. It's gonna be 75 today. It's breezy up here on this bluff. I'm looking down in the draw. Deer movement is very slow. I did see a real nice buck last night, a mile up the road here. Driving out last night, so they're here, as well as everything else. The rancher was sorting his cattle a little bit to the northwest, the day before I got here, and they saw a mountain lion. And if you remember back my first year I hunted here, I saw a mountain lion after I shot my deer. So it's kind of cool. I don't like them being around though, because they push the deer off pretty good. It's just been slow. Usually it's in the single digits right now, and it's probably 60 degrees now. I mean, it's cool up on top here. Highlight of this morning was shooting that coyote, 6.5 Creedmoor, 150-yard shot, hammered him. One less fawn killer, sheep killer. They got sheep here on the ranch too, so they're happy about that. And we'll take a look at them in a few minutes.
And when you're out west, you always want to keep your landowner happy. Killing a coyote, it's a great way to do it.
For live updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
The sights and sounds of Niagara Falls, USA, an outdoor playground for those of all ages. Discover the majestic Niagara Falls and immerse yourself in history, arts, culture, and adventure. From high-speed jet boats racing through Class 5 rapids, scenic hikes in the Niagara Gorge, or world-class sport fishing in the Niagara River and Lake Ontario, explore more at NiagaraFallsUSA.com or call 1-877-FALLS-US.
Lewis and Clark. No maps, no fear, and the gun they chose to conquer the West, a .46 caliber air gun. 200 years later, a call is answered in the last of the wild places of our great country. And again, an air gun, a .50 caliber. 2 centuries later, now more powerful, still no powder. The Umarex Hammer.
Introducing the Maverick Hunting Blind. Our blinds are designed to last a lifetime, so you can put an end to yearly setup and takedown. Our lightweight 2-piece design makes them extremely portable. The Maverick blind is built to handle any season. True 360-degree viewing means more opportunities to take your shot. Set it up your way or use a Maverick Next Level platform system. Go farther and hunt longer than any other hunting blind. Maximize your hunting experience with Maverick blinds.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by Maverick Blinds, Umarex Air Guns, the New York Sportsman's Expo, PSC Archery, CVA, Scentlock, Nocturnal Lighted Knox, Muds Boots, Block Targets, IQ Bow Sights, Steel, and these fine sponsors.
So after the morning hunt, Josh is telling me about this new place they just purchased connected to the South Ranch. I said, let's go for a ride. So we're riding down this pretty stiff logging road. And I mean, it hasn't been used in a while, so it's pretty tight. We're maneuvering, and Josh stops. He goes, I just bumped some deer I can see in the distance. He goes, I'm pretty sure I saw horns. I said, let's stop the truck and walk. We get out, and I told him, time to play cameraman, and he's done it before for me. Okay, everybody, here's the deal. You can hear the winds howling and the blind, the flapping. And so I'm here with Josh, the rancher, and we came up with a game plan. We're gonna do a little stalking through here. This is a new piece of their property they bought, heavy pine. We're gonna keep the wind in our face. We're just gonna mosey on around there. Well, we've been doing it for a while. We've been in here for a while, and we haven't seen some doe off in the distance. But there's a lot of sign. It's just going to take the right moment. Being on top where I was in the old video, or the video from the other day, the wind is howling too much. There's no way I'm gonna have to hold the blind down and try to video. So it feels good to be out of the truck, out of the blind. So let's see what happens. We just picked up a couple doe this morning at the top. I saw a bunch of flags. We're just going to give them a second to calm down. We're going to drop over. There's a buck right on the top. Okay, here's the deal. Those doe left, there's a little lip right there. It's like 80 yards, 90 yards. The wind's howling. There's a buck bedded looking the other way. I got to calm down here. We're going to try to sneak over the top. It's going to be fast and furious. He looks like a real nice buck. All they saw was tops. At this point in the game, I'm not going to sit there and go over him, analyze him that much. It's a nice looking buck. I'm going to shoot him, or try to. Let's go. You ready, Josh?
I'm ready.
You're going to have to be quick.
Got him.
Okay, so I creep to the edge and I peek over and he's right there and he's getting ready to run. Got to get on it. It got a little chaotic. Josh is behind me. There's branches in the way. I got on him. I said, are you on him? He goes, I'm on him. He goes, it looks blurry. I go, you're on him. It's an automatic. Boom. CVA barks.
Come on.
Yeah, he's down. We'll look at it. We'll look at the footage a little bit. Oh, he's a nice one, Josh. He's a good buck. He's a good buck. Thanks, man. Thanks for reading the video, man.
Fun.
Nice looking buck. Now, just so you know, not every hunt goes as planned. Josh has run a camera twice in 6 years for me. It happened fast. It was a great looking buck, and I didn't want him to get away. It was blurry, yes, but it's called hunting. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's 5x5. He just made it with this one right here.
Nice.
Big body.
Rush Outdoors is also brought to you by the Black Lake Chamber of Commerce, Caldwell Shooting Supplies, Muzzy Broadheads, Millennium Tree Stands, Carbon Express Arrows, Domain Food Plots Seed and Attractants, Hunter Safety Systems, Clayton Distillery, Thermacell, Briars Riverside Market, Marina Inn and Suites at Madison Barracks, and these fine sponsors.
All right, everybody, here he is. 2020 Wyoming, spot and stock. 6 years on this ranch, 6 bucks. Long story short, the wind is howling out in the open. The open canyons there, you can't be out. It's just too much. In here, it's pretty protected. So last night, Josh and I made a plan. He said he thinks we can get in this new piece that they just purchased, and you can't really drive in it with a truck. You got to walk logging trails. So we've been walking logging trails. We bumped some doe. They went over the top there. He said, let's give them a few minutes to calm down and we'll peek over. So quality optics. I went over and peeked a little bit there, and I caught the top part right here. I could see him turning his head. I thought he was standing at first. I crawled up. He was bedded. We got a game plan there, and it's a little crunchy. And the wind was right, but he heard something. He knew, he smelled the booger. He stood up. I got on it. As you've probably already seen, I had the camera on autofocus for Josh, because it's going to happen quick in here. And I think what was happening there, it wasn't totally clear. The shot was picking up the trees. But nevertheless, look at this buck. Look, nice mass on him. Great looking buck. He gets really wide right there. Right there. That says it all. The new CVA Cascade in 6.5. That's my second buck this year. Dropped them in their tracks. I mean, I forget what it was. It's got to be 60, 70 yard shot. And proof's in the pudding. Quality equipment, quality deer. And the Western road trip continues. I'm headed to Nebraska. Now, Nebraska hasn't been too nice to me the last few years, and it continued that trend. But the good news is I'm also looking at some new ground for spring turkey season. As usual, Wyoming doesn't disappoint. 6 years on that ranch, 6 great whitetails, plus a bonus coyote.
This is a membership portion of our show where you, the viewer, can submit your footage and have it air right here on our TV show.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Yes, look at this buck.
He is great.
Love you.
Love you too.
We just got it done, baby, right here.
My first black bear. You saw it here in Rush Outdoors.
You want to see yourself on TV hunting and fishing? Join Rush Uncut. It's a lot easier than wrestling alligators.
Rush Topics is brought to you by Vortex Optics.
Welcome to Rush Topics. I'm Brian Kirby. Today's topic is one of my favorite wild game recipes using venison.
So first we're going to make sure we trim away any silver skin that's left on the venison steaks from the processing, and then we are also going to cut them up into small chunks. Now we marinate it with soy sauce and some iron skillet seasoning. We are also going to clean and marinate our mushrooms in the same seasoning. This is my preference. You can prepare the mushrooms any way you prefer, but once again, I'm doing it with soy sauce and the iron skillet seasonings. We're going to prepare our pineapple in a similar fashion and dice that up into small chunks for the skewers. When building the skewers, you can mix it all together, so it doesn't have to be in the same order. You could do a piece of steak, pineapple, and then a piece of mushroom, and then, whatever order you prefer. I do highly recommend, though, you get that pineapple right up against that steak, and you're really going to taste those flavors in the meat. We're going to cook it on the grill hot and fast. We're going to rotate it as we cook, and then the minute the outside of that meat is seared, we're going to pull it off the grill and get it ready to eat. I really enjoy the way the flavor of the pineapple interacts with the steak during the grilling process.
That's it for this week's Rush Topics, brought to you by Vortex Optics. Thanks for watching.
Hey everyone, I'm Keith Bartholomew with Rush Outdoors. If you're looking to get up-to-date information across the great state of New York, I urge you to try the New York Outdoor News. Very informative newspaper. It comes out bi-weekly. Check it out.
What a great looking food plot. A lot of work already, but I can't wait to see what it looks like in the fall. By the way, one of those 2 pine trees right there is gonna have a covert camera on it, which leads us to this week's Covert Corner, brought to you by Covert Scouting Cameras. This week we feature a video sent in by Pro Staffer Keith Bartholomew, a great New York buck working a scrape. That's why Keith and everyone else at Rush Outdoors relies on Covert Scouting Cameras.
Located in the lush farmlands of western New York, Orleans County offers some of the very best fly fishing opportunities in the country. From golden brown trout and acrobatic steelhead to powerful Chinook, coho, and Atlantic salmon, fishing prospects abound in the fall and winter. Whether you fish Oak Orchard or one of our other tributaries, you'll find uncrowded, wadeable waters to net one of these great species. Why not come and drop a line to our finny friends and see how fall fishing in Orleans County swims with color? I love New York.
Clayton Distillery uses farm-based, locally grown raw materials to create vodkas, gins, whiskeys, hand sanitizers, and much more. Crafted in small batches, their products are sold in numerous locations across upstate New York.
Clayton Distillery, homegrown, handcrafted, and online at claytondistillery.com.
Nestled in the heart of St. Lawrence County, Black Lake is one of New York's most pristine family vacation destinations. This one-of-a-kind body of water offers fishing for the entire family. And when you get off the water, there are numerous shops and museums, along with a local winery featuring live music throughout the summer. The world-renowned St. Lawrence River is only 20 miles away, offering boat tours of the Thousand Islands and its many historic castles and lighthouses. For more information on campgrounds, cottages, and entertainment, you can look online at blacklakeny.com.
Got some awesome footage for Rush Outdoors, man.
Congrats on your first bird.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks. Beautiful New York deer.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Moby Dick Charters of Henderson Harbor, New York.
Welcome to Rush Uncut. I'm Brian Kirby. With me today is John Lawrence. We're here in Cape Vincent at Briar's Riverside Market.
Hey everybody, Rush Uncut is the member-driven portion of our show where viewers at home get to send in their footage and get it aired on TV.
Up first, we have Rush Uncut member Joel Hurling on a New York State turkey hunt.
Hey guys, we're here with Rush Uncut member Joel Hurling this morning. Joel knocked down his first long beard ever. We had some pretty good encounters last weekend, but we weren't able to close the deal. But they were gobbling on the roost this morning up the ridge from us about 250 yards, and then they came down here in this freshly plowed field, heading right for our decoys, and Joel laid the hammer down on this big boy.
Well, yeah, what a beautiful morning. Got to thank Brandon here for the calling and the setup. So it was a beautiful morning. Beautiful morning.
Absolutely. Congrats on your first bird.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
Absolutely. Hey, nice job, Joel. Way to get it captured on film.
Yeah, that was some good footage.
Absolutely. All right, let's check out that next footage here. We got Ryan Mortensen from Wisconsin on an archery whitetail hunt.
It's October 21st. It's about quarter after 3:30, something like that. And we're back up in the stand on the ridge with Bonesaw filming. We just moved this stand earlier today, and it was sort of breezy, so it limited our noise. So we should be pretty good today. We hung a drip bag out. It's about 40 yards away on a down treetop. And Bonesaw swept the leaf path all for us so we can sneak in here nice and quiet. I think that'll come in very handy. It's nice out here. It's 45 degrees out. The wind's calmed down. It's out of the southwest. And the deer pile into these fields out here, so we're giving a green light tonight for big old ma. So big old buck comes in too. Ain't gonna hesitate.
Well, here she is. Big Ma down. Nice clean kill. She went about 40 yards after the shot and tipped over dead. We watched her die from the stand, but we didn't tell the boys that. They did a great job in following the blood. It was pretty easy to follow. I think you could have followed her down her highway. But she's dead, and that's the first one of the year for Balsam Prism Outdoors. I want to thank Bonesaw for coming along with and filming. It was a very, very fun hunt. We had a lot of deer come down. It was pretty intense, a lot of action.
For Picture of the Week, we have Rush Uncut member Richard Kiltz with a nice New York State buck.
Hey, if you're wondering how to become a member, it's simple. Log on to rushoutdoors.com, click on the Uncut logo, fill out your information, or better yet, why don't you swing on down to the Great New York Sportsman's Expo, the last weekend in January, State Fairgrounds in Syracuse, New York. Stop by the booth, come and meet Brian and I, fill out your application.
It's gonna be a great time.
Can't wait.
And don't forget to rush outdoors
with a camera.
Rush Uncut is brought to you by Fire Tower Doubles, Dovey Motors, Upstream Construction, Dryden Lawn and Recreation, Iron Skillet Seasonings, Four Seasons Archery, Young Guns Taxidermy, Woody's Maple Syrup, Prime Cuts Barbershop, JP Builders, IBEW 43, and IBEW 1249.
John's putting down the last 2 jugs of beat down. We got rain coming tonight. Perfect scenario. Do yourself a favor. Get some domain seed at your local running store. From everyone at Rush Outdoors, I'm your host, Tim Andrus. We'll see you in the woods.
For live updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.
Magneto comes in. Oh, jeepers, I had a good one going too.
Lawrence? Wait, what do we go into? Oh, we're
here at Briar's.